The top story, Development Partners Initiative for IDPs need to foster self-sufficiency efforts. Hello and welcome to ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. With the news, I'm Tabitha John. Do stay with us. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed held a discussion Thursday with teachers hailing from across the country as part of his continued engagement with various sectors. Today's meeting aims to hear teachers' concerns and gather their inputs for planning purposes, the Prime Minister said on his social media channels. Earlier this week, the Premier held discussions with representatives of the business community from across the country, building on previous engagements at the zonal, regional and city levels. Ethiopian Disaster Risk Management Deputy Commissioner Nasibu Yassin said the Development Partners Initiative needs to foster the capabilities of local communities to become independent and self-sufficient. He highlighted that this development is essential to attain sustainable outcomes that can withstand future challenges and improve resilience in times of crisis. Teguster Nisa has more from the Ethiopian News Agency.
Development partners met for the second program steering committee of the initiative, titled Sustainable Assistance for Individuals Displaced by Conflict and Natural Disasters in the supporting communities in Afar, Amhara, Benshangul Gumuz and Tigray. Ethiopian Disaster Risk Management Deputy Commissioner Nasibu Yassin underscored that development partners should also aim to improve collaboration for better living conditions of IDPs by focusing on their lives. The Deputy Commissioner emphasized the critical importance of enhancing the capabilities of local communities to foster independence and self-sufficiency. The focus must be on developing health, education and various other infrastructure systems.
We have seen many things from this project so far. For me, it's very important to focus on the future, the planned activities implementation.
Labour and Skills State Minister Solomon Soka, for his part, appreciated the psycho-social support provided for the internally displaced persons. The State Minister stressed that building the capacity of IDPs and creating financially independent citizens are the top priorities of the Ethiopian government.
This is a project and it is its scope is limited to a certain target groups. But the outcome of this project should come up with frameworks and somehow some best practices that we can utilize to address the wider group. So we need to think about those kind of things. For example, it was mentioned regarding the IDPs. One key issue is the psychosocial training, and we need to develop a curriculum for that and make it a national framework, and can be we can make it implemented across all the groups. It should be the same and to be implemented by all partners.
IOM UN Migration Project Coordinator Naida Zaiter stated that the organization is working in collaboration with the appropriate federal government bodies and regional partners throughout the implementation phase.
Of course. So when we did the conceptualization of this program in general, not specifically to the projects, we ensured that we are aligned with the government priorities, whether it's at federal level or at regional level. So we ensure that we are synchronizing our activities with the government priorities, and also ensuring that we contribute to the plans at different levels as well. So whether it's durable solution or other national priorities, we ensure that we are contributing to that. So also we are contributing to durable solutions and sustainable support.
This initiative supports internally displaced persons and host communities, focusing on livelihoods, protection, and WASH to promote social unity. During the meeting, the partners reviewed achievements from the project's first year, including the vocational training provided for over 1,600 individuals and the financial assistance for 250 people to start businesses.
The Ethiopian Livestock Development Institute announced a substantial boost in foreign exchange earnings from livestock production following the recent macroeconomic reforms. The institute reported generating over $100 million in the first 10 months of the current Ethiopian fiscal year, marking a 28% increase compared to the same period last year. Astarat Terra, Director General of Ethiopian Livestock Development Institute, told Ethiopian News Agency that the institute is on track to achieve its target of $122 million in revenue from exports of meat, slaughter byproducts, honey, fat and wax products, as well as milk and dairy products by the end of this Ethiopian fiscal year. The Director General attributed this significant growth in foreign exchange earnings to a combination of targeted sectoral measures and broader macroeconomic reforms. The shift from illegal livestock exports to legal export slaughterhouses, alongside the narrowing gap between black market and official exchange rates, have been key contributors to the sector's improved performance, he added. The United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia and Qatar are the main importers of Ethiopian livestock and animal products. Millions of Ethiopian smallholder farmers are at the heart of the country's national development vision, Minister of Agriculture Girma Amante said. UN Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator Ramiz Al-Akbarov also praised Ethiopia's active engagement in financial resilience in agricultural initiatives transforming to ensure food security of the country. A conference on the need for financial resilience to build resilient food systems in Africa is underway in Addis Ababa. Jerusalem Better has more from the Ethiopian News Agency.
Opening the three-day conference that attracted experts from 25 countries, Agriculture Minister Girma Amante said millions of Ethiopian smallholder farmers are at the center of the national development vision of the country. He added that the development agenda of the nation is centered on transforming inclusive and resilient food systems by recognizing agriculture as not only just a sector but a system deeply tied to the economy, environment, sovereignty and social fabrics of the nation. With self-sufficiency, green legacy and bounty of the basket initiatives are signals of the government's dedication for agriculture development, combating climate change and ensuring food security. However, the minister noted that the demand for agriculture credit to access agricultural inputs, rent agriculture machineries, support rural enterprises and other services is significantly growing.
Recognizing this gap, the Ministry of Agriculture has taken a deliberate step to establish a rural finance coordination unit to advance a systems approach to three core areas. One, rural credit, to develop tools and coordinate stakeholders to design and expand access to affordable, appropriate financing tools for smallholder and agribusinesses. Two, agricultural risk insurance, to coordinate and develop agricultural risk insurance tools so that farmers manage the growing volatility and climate change. Three, data systems, to generate the evidence and insights needed for targeting innovation and scale.
On his part, UN Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator Ramiz Al-Akbarov said Ethiopia is actively engaging in financial resilience in agricultural initiatives transforming to ensure food security of the country.
Ethiopia is actively engaged in financial resilience and agricultural initiative, and this is a very powerful signal that we're actually taking this whole operation to the next level and we're assuring the resilience of it.
Gates Foundation Senior Program Officer Sami Saniba also highlighted the prolonged drought experience is devastating and becoming more destructive with low-income and vulnerable countries. But global climate finance to agricultural food system is at low scale, and this is a massive gap and a missed opportunity.
Financial resilience in agriculture initiative with the UNDP, amongst other initiatives, is so critical today more than ever. The FRA is not simply about insurance. It is about resilience, about agency, and ultimately about justice. Through pioneering efforts in the 5 initial countries, Ethiopia, Bangladesh, India, Uganda, and Tanzania, the FRA seeks to embed agriculture insurance into national development priorities and strategies. The goal is to equip smallholder farmers with tools that they need to withstand climate shocks and to invest in their own futures.
The Rural Finance Service Unit has strategic mandate that will work across sectors and stakeholders to catalyze coordination, design solutions, and support implementation. Lauding UNDP, Gates Foundation, and other partners for supporting the establishment of the unit, the Agriculture Minister noted that Ethiopia's commitment to establishing a strong regulatory framework that ensures inclusive and reliable credit and agricultural risk insurance and expanding public-private partnership to drive innovation, investment, and delivery.
And finally, the United States President Donald Trump has said his administration is accepting applications for his so-called Trump card, which promises applicants permanent residency for $5 million. Trump made the announcement on Wednesday as he unveiled a new website for prospective applicants to register their interest. Visitors to trumpcard.gov are encouraged to submit their name, region, and email address and specify whether they are applying as individual or business in order to be notified the moment access opens. President Trump said in a post on Truth Social that thousands have been calling and asking how they can sign up to ride a beautiful road in gaining access to the greatest country and market anywhere in the world. It is unclear what criteria applicants may have to meet apart from the $5 million price tag, though the Trump administration has indicated there will be a vetting process. You're watching ABC, a reminder of the top story. Development Partners Initiative for IDPs need to foster self-sufficiency efforts. That's all we had for now. I'm Tabitha John. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now.